Good day, everyone. This video lecture will be focuses on the strip chart. Okay, how to create strip chart in R. Okay, again, let's recall. So a strip chart is a type of chart that display a numerical data along a single strip. Okay, and this kind of graph or chart can be used to visualize a dozen of time series at once. Okay, so in R, first we need to load some data set, okay, which we want to create the strip chart of. So in this video lecture, we'll be using the air quality. Okay, it's a default data table in R. So air quality is a data set containing the daily air quality measurement in New York from May to September 1973. So we will use this. Okay, so you can run this to check your data. Okay, so you have one, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, six variables in the data table. Okay, so you have the ozone, the solar that R, maybe that radiation. We don't know the meaning of that, but we have the mean, we have the temperature, we have also the month, the day. Okay, so these are the data set in the air quality table. Okay, so now let's create a simple strip chart. This is the default. Okay, so in order to create a strip chart, you can use the strip chart function, and um, after that, first parameter is to indicate what data. Okay, which data among this data set that you want to create a set chart. So in this case, let's say let's have the first column. Okay, so air quality, color sign. So we have here. Okay, so this is the default. Okay, a very basic strip chart. So you can run this and check what the actual graph is. Okay, so this is just the basic. You can actually improve your graph by adding some meaningful information like um, the name of the graph, okay, main, and then here you can type name of graph, okay, whatever the name is. Okay, so in this case, maybe so here. Okay, so let's say that's the name of our graph. Okay, you can also provide the X. Let's say if you have an X axis label, you can also do that. So by using xlab and then type the label here, or for the Y axis, if you have a Y axis data, so you can add here some Y axis label. So type the label here. Okay, you can do that, and also you can add some meaningful information such as color, okay, using col equal. Okay, so in this case we only have one data set, one variable, so we only need one color, so let's say red. Okay, and um, another one is you can use the two method in Stripchart. Okay, so to improve um, the graph in Stripchart, a better view of your data set. So you can use there are two options. Okay, you can use the jitter. Okay, you can check that. You can run this code and check what it looks like of having a jitter method, or you can use the stock. Okay, so again, it depends on the problem. It depends on the data set that you are handling or analyzing. So what's the better approach if you're going to use a jitter or a stock? Okay, so in this case, given this data set, I I think jitter method is a better approach. Okay, it gave us a better view of how the data distribute in our graph. Okay, so you can run this and then run. Okay, so you can check the graph. Okay, there. Okay, another one. We can actually create strip chart, okay, in one graph, in one chart, you can include two data set. Okay, so let's consider the first and two columns in our air quality table. Okay, so let's create a strip chart, one graph with two data set. Okay, so to do that, so let's first create a variable. Okay, let's say new data, wherein we will just copy the values of the first and two columns of air quality. Okay, so let's use the data frame to create a table, separate table. So let's have the first one. This is the name of our first column. Okay, so equal air quality dollar sign. Okay, and then the other one is, okay, receive the second column or the second data set in the table of air quality dollar sign. Okay, there. So you can check the content of the new data. So here, let's run these two lines. Okay, so for the new data, we have now two columns. Okay, so let's now create a strip chart given the new data set. Okay, so let's use the method jitter, okay, to have a better view of our data. And then since in one graph we have two data sets, so let's use some meaningful information. So let's differentiate them into color. Okay, so since we are handling two data sets, so it's better to provide or assign a color for each data set. So since we have two, okay, two data, two variables, so we will include two color, okay, two color information in our strip chart. So let's say the first data is orange, the second one is, let's say, blue. Okay, so orange is for the first column, blue is for the second column. So you can run this and then check the graph. Okay, so again, if you have three, four data set, okay, you can do that. Okay, you can create again a new strip chart with three values, just to maybe use that to compare the values of these different variables. Okay, you can do that. So again, it depends on the problem. Okay, so I think that's it. So this is the a simple demonstration on how to create your strip chart.